Today we're talking about Canva Sheets, which is the new spreadsheet function that Canva has added in the new update. Okay, let's go over to Canva. In the Canva homepage, Sheets right on the front and center there, or if you can't see it, go to Create a Design and look for Sheets and open one. So Canva Sheets are basically like Excel spreadsheets. This is Canva Tips for Authors, where we should help authors use Canva for their book marketing. If you're an author would like to talk to other authors, come join the Facebook group. Link is in the description. And if you'd like some free stuff, sign up for the newsletter. Link again in the description. And if you'd like to buy me a cup of tea, you can do that here. Right. So Canva Sheets. Now, it's basically spreadsheets, like an Excel spreadsheet. So it looks like a spreadsheet. Very much like a spreadsheet. You can add formulas. So I don't know, you can write 10 plus whatever, and then equals sum, average, count this number of cells with numbers, minimum, maximum, all these kind of things. There's a whole load of functions that you could add. So you could average stuff. You can also do conditional formatting for people who like conditional formatting. Find the mean, variances, logs, powers, all kinds of things. Rounding up, rounding down. So for this one, let's just say you wanted a sum of this and this, and you get it. Okay, so it works just like an Excel spreadsheet would, but it's in Canva. The use case I was thinking of was you've got a book out, you've had it out for a bit, and you've gone and you found your book reviews, or you've done a book tour and you found your book reviews. So let's go find some review quotes. So I'm going to go to Amazon and I'm just going to nick some review quotes. There's a few there. Which are from early things. So we've got quote, full review. Actually, let's go for full review. Okay, full review, quote, source, image, and what else do we need? That's it. Okay, so let's go for full review. We'll post that there. One of the things you can't do, as far as I can see, is there we go. You can make it wrap. Okay, so that's a quote that's already existing. Advanced review copies. All of them. Wrap all of them, please. So these are all the lovely quotes that I got from authors who read my book before it came out. It's always nice to get a lovely quote from somebody whose writing you admire. Okay, and then you've got a few here. Let's put the full quote in there. There's probably an easier way to get ChatGPT to scrape this stuff. In fact, I know there is, but I am trying not to use AI too much because, you know, environment. Besides, it's quite nice to read this stuff. Okay, so we got a few things here. Now from this, you could either read it and pull the quote. Okay, so that's a good quote. Let's get that one. Oh, come on, wrap. And then the source is Amazon. And oh, you can freeze these as well. So you right click and where's this freeze? Freeze up to row one. There we go. So that the top stays the same. Source and image. I'll get back to that in a minute. Okay, so you can fill these up like this. Okay, so for the image section, what I've done is I've searched for cakes and I've selected only the free ones. And I'm just happily scrolling through pictures of cakes so that I can drag and drop them into my design here. So all you to do to select a cake. Once you get this purple box, you can let go of your selection and it drops it into the image. It resizes according to the image, so don't worry too much if it's a bit big. That's a nice looking cake. Let's have that one for there. Yeah, sometimes it puts it in huge and I don't know why. I think it's just because of the depth of this thing. Okay, so we've got here the full review, the quote, the source, and an image. And then what we're going to do next is you can do, I'm going to go for my Instagram template, 4x5 post template. There we go. And make a copy of it. Okay, so this is a copy of my Instagram post template. If you want your own copy of this, just sign up for the newsletter and you can get a whole selection of this one and the Reels template and everything. So right, first thing we're going to do is we're going to rename it. So we're going to do bulk create example because that's what this is. Right, and this is your safe area and you can delete this square before you post the design. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go File, Settings, Show Rulers and Guides, and then I'm going to drag guides and put them in there so that I know not to go beyond those margins, and then I can delete this and the text. Okay, right, so this should look, you'll see the whole image if you're looking at it on Instagram, if you're looking at the whole post, but on your grid you'll only see these, so nothing too exciting on the edges. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to uploads and find my book. Okay, that's there, and now that we've got it there, we can apply colors to page. So that, there we go. Okay, and then I'm going to put in a shape. And make the corners a bit rounder. Ooh. 4 sides, thank you. Take the transparency down a tiny bit. And we're going to put the quote in there. And then at the back, we're going to add a frame. This is just an example of what you can do. So you're going to add a frame there. Bring this to the front position, forward, and this slightly. Okay, so we've made an example image here. So what we're going to do now is write text. So this is going to be the quote. And we're going to add another text box. This is going to be the source. And let's change the font. I quite like Maharika, wherever that's gone. And let's make the size a bit bigger. We're going to have to change the size of these according to the quote, because the quotes are slightly different sizes. Now, if you want, you can put 5 stars in. So this is your template image, right? Now we're going to go back to this sheet here, and we are going to go to, we're going to go over to this ribbon here, and we're going to scroll down past apps and things until we find bulk create. So first of all, you have to set up your data. And we are going to go for these for the 3 rows. That's our data range. And then choose your template. So we're going to choose TWIA bulk create example, which is the template that I made. And this is what it looks like. And then it says no data fields added. So these are the data fields, right? So we're going to go connect data. So we select this one, and that's where the quote is going to go. We select this one, and that's where the source is going to go. Connect data, source. And then we're going to select this one and connect data, image. Okay. And now you have advanced options. You can choose to either make 7 individual designs or multiple pages in one design. Multiple pages in one design is what I'm going to do now, because it's just easier for me to show you. But what I would do if I was doing this for myself is I would make 7 individual designs, and they'll all go into a folder. So yeah, you could actually have a column that says name. They're all going to go into a folder. And the reason for doing that is if you want to schedule it in using your Canva scheduler, you have to schedule it through individual designs. So if I was doing this for myself, I would make 7 individual designs. But for the sake of this example, I'm going to say multiple pages in one design. So create design. One design created and saved to your projects. Let's view folder. So what it's done is it's actually just linked it there. So if you click on that, it'll take you to this thing. So it took my original template and added a photo. Each of these are slightly different, see? Each of these have a different quote. So they've each got a different image and a different quote. And what I would have to do, like I said, is to fiddle about with them and make the text size bigger and all of this to make it work. But I've now essentially got 10 designs, 10 different designs that I can schedule to go out on different days and promote my book. The other thing that you can do, and let's take, let's go back to this sheet here. And let's take these ones. Let's take 3 of them just so that we can do this quickly. Actions, and we're going to find Magic Write. And you can say extract 3 short and enticing review quotes from column A. For social media posts to sell this book from column A. Let's see what it does. Okay. Let's wrap the text a bit so we can read it. So yeah, it has pulled up 3. So we've got 2 more empty cells there, right? Actions, fill empty cells. It didn't have very much to pull out from this one, did it? It's a nice big long review. Oh well. Anyway, that's AI for you. So you can use AI to extract little pithy quotes from longer reviews if you don't mind using AI. The other thing you can do is you can translate this. So actions, where's magic translate? Translate. You need Canva Pro for this bit. If you'd like a trial of 30 days for free for Canva Pro, the link is in the description. That would be good. So you can translate it and it'll tell you which language, ask you which language you want it to translate to. Translate cells in selected text. Text in selected cells, right? Just this one. Let's do it. Select language. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's not going to have single in it. It has Sinhalese. Okay, awesome. Let's see if it'll do it. Let's have a look. Actually, that's not too bad. Okay. All right. It says mouth watering and this says puts water in the mouth. But anyway, yeah. If you are translating something, do check that it makes sense because it is quite literal. I'm told the translators are pretty good for, so you know, other languages. You can translate using Magic Translate, and obviously double check. One of the other things you can do is if you have a load of images like you have here, right click, insert column to the left, and you can do alt text, generate alt text for images in column D. It completely hallucinated that, didn't it? There's no smiling baker or anything. In theory, you can get it to do alt text. All right. In theory, you can get it to do alt text. So there are lots and lots of things that you can do with Canva Sheets. It's not 100% there yet. It's quite good for just simple things like numbers and getting it to do graphs for you. So for example, I could put all my royalties in here, then I could make it do a little graph for me, but that is too depressing. This is a really useful tool, and I know I've only scratched the surface of it, but as writers, I think the easiest and the most useful thing is this, where we put our reviews in, make some nice images, bulk create it all, and then we can use it in an afternoon. You can get all of your social media images for that book set up pretty quickly. I think that's pretty cool. If it's of interest, I can maybe do a course on that, like a proper walk you through it course. If that's something you'd like, put a note in the comments. If you found this video useful, please tell all your friends, and I will see you in the next video.